So let's do that again. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Nice deep breath in. Inhale all the positive energy around you. Exhale to your heart all that positive energy, sending it to your heart. Now we're going to do some gratitude affirmations, okay? I want you, as I play the singing bowl, to think about all the things you are grateful for in your life at this moment in time. And you always have something to be grateful for. Sometimes I get people in here and they say, oh, nothing's working in my life. But you know what? You woke up today. There's a lot of people on the other side who wish they could still be here. You have a roof over your head, you have food in your belly. There's so much to be grateful for, all right? So for this next minute, I just want you to focus on all the things you are grateful for. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Remember, an attitude of gratitude raises your vibration. And why do we want a raised vibration? Because the higher your vibration, the closer you are to manifesting the things in your life that you want for your life. Put a 1 in the comments if you have dreams, if you have a destiny to fulfill. Put a 1 in the comments if you're going to be somebody, if you're going to do something with your life. Well, guess what? You can't get those dreams unless you're at a high vibration, all right? So take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Allow all that positive energy around you to just come in and soothe your soul. Receive it. All right, let's do some affirmations. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. So I have these cards. They're little affirmation cards. Think of them as like little messages from spirit for you. All right. It's not the free reading. The free readings come at the end of the show after my featured guest, Metaphysical, is here. So let's begin by having you guys tell me who wants an affirmation for the day. Put a 1 in the comments. I see Jenny, I see Eli. So Jenny, you got, I am intentional. I am intentional. I am consciously creating a life I love. And by the way, if you put a 1 and I miss you, just put it again. I will get to it, okay? Eli, you got, I am vibrant. I am vibrant. I honor my boundaries and radiate confidence. Shid, yes, my guy Meta, we love Meta in here. Shid, you get, I am generous. I am generous. I will stay open to receiving good and generously giving good. I love that. Kyle, you got, I am proud. I am proud. I deeply love and accept myself. I trust the universe has beautiful plans for me. We got to trust, guys. You got to trust. There's so much good in this world available for you, but the longer you keep looking back or looking at what's not working in your life, the longer it's going to take for all that good to come your way. You got to keep staying positive and staying forward. Savage, you got, I am motivated. I am motivated. I trust that I know what is best for me. Trust me when I say, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows you better than you know you. Brooklyn, baby, you got, I am resilient. I love this. I am resilient. Failures do not define me. They fuel my growth. I love that for you. Karen, you got, I am open. I am open. My higher guidance communicates with me through ideas. I will stay open to receiving messages everywhere. Pancake, you got, I am committed. I am committed. My faith in the journey is stronger than my doubts and fears. My faith in the journey is stronger than my doubts and fears. All right, did I get everybody who wanted an affirmation today? Tala, you got, I am confident. I am confident. I release the need to be in control. I trust in the process and that everything is unfolding in divine timing. You know, that's a true statement. Sometimes when I work with people, you know, I'm a law of attraction coach. And when I work with people, they're like, Uma, my manifestations aren't coming true. And I'm telling them, yes, it's coming true. It's just not coming through in the timing that you decided it's meant to come true in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have faith in the universe. They're going to bring you what you want, and it's going to come in at the right timing. All right. Thank you for the faith. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate y'all's support. Please run up those gifts. Let's show the app that we love the show, that we want to keep the show around. So, you know, y'all's support of that is really, really helpful. So everybody got their affirmation? Thank you, Savage. So we have a topic for today. The topic comes from my blog. I write a weekly blog. I'm an author. I've written a book, and I have a second book publishing this March. I love to write, guys. I don't know if you guys like my writing. I love my writing. So I will read my writing to you, and then you guys can tell me, yes, pretty. Your affirmation: I am grounded. I am grounded. I am connected to the clearest, highest vibrations of love in the universe. And yes, if anybody really want to get an affirmation, please let me know. Okay. So here we go. This is my blog for the week. Growth lesson number 45, short-term pain for long-term gain. Last week, I spent a glorious 4 days in Cali celebrating my 45th birthday with my partner and my teenage boys. It was an unbelievably beautiful trip that I enjoyed and feel was fitting to ring in my 45th birthday. A few days prior to going, I was in a deeply reflective mood about my life, and I found myself just sitting in a cozy chair and pondering about my life experiences. The biggest question that kept coming up was, what did you learn last year that can help you this year? And my answer was swiftly pronounced as, choose short-term pain for long-term gain. Now, I'm not an advocate for BDSM or telling you to inflict pain on yourself. Far from it. I am saying that in life, in my observances, I've noticed the exact opposite playing out. And I'm tired of seeing myself and my loved ones crash and burn because of it. When we choose short-term gain to avoid the short-term pain, we inevitably choose long-term pain. Let me explain. I have a client who is in an on-again, off-again relationship with her guy. He makes her so happy until he breaks up with her, and then she sinks into unbearable pain and punishes herself by staying gloomy until he returns again. She's been going through this cycle repeatedly for the past few years, and she is sick of it. Currently, she is in a breakup mode with him, but yet hoping for a reconciliation. She decided to seek me out and enroll in my 4-week soul alignment program to hopefully change the outcome of this unfortunate disaster. The most I can do is remind her that she could choose short-term gain by being with him again, but be prepared for the next breakup, which we know is sure to come. I can't fault her though, because I've been in that same cycle myself for the past few years, choosing to stay in unhealthy situations because the fear of the long-term pain made me weak. What I didn't realize then, but I do now, is this simple fact: pain is never forever if you have the right mindset. You can have peace even in the middle of emotional turmoil because it depends on what you are looking at as opposed to what you are actually facing. Our choices determine the amount of pain or pleasure we have in our lives. Our choices with a growth mindset allow us to feel some temporary pain in the desire for a future of long-term gain. So what does that look like in real life? I will share some personal examples here to demonstrate how you can choose this growth mindset to create short term pain for long term gain. Number one, I choose to work out daily despite the actual physical pain I feel because I know in the long term it's going to pay off. Number two, I endure the discomfort of restarting my yoga routine because I know in time I will regain my flexibility again. Number three, I choose to walk away from lovers and friends with the first few red flags and feeling the sadness of their absence because choosing to focus on the future where I will gain more than I lost is more important to me. Number four, I decided to invest huge sums of money in my business knowing that the payoff will be worth it. There's so many ways we can incorporate this mindset, but we have to be sure of the payoff. For instance, I rather walk away from a partner that fits 50% of my needs, knowing that I can definitely be with a better match that gives me 70 to 80% of my needs. Once you define what is absolutely the result, if you commit, then jump in and allow yourself to feel the pain a little. If you keep focusing on your long term gain, eventually the sting of your pain wears off, sometimes a lot faster than you anticipated it to be. So, welcome in everybody. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here today. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the favorites. I just read my blog of the week. Choose short term pain for long term gain. What do you guys think about it? Does it resonate? Do you feel like this is something that you can do for yourself, that you can take away? Because the funny thing is what I've noticed as a life coach is that people are continuously and consciously choosing short term pleasure without thinking about the future. Why do we do that? We do that because we're afraid. We're afraid of what is out there. But sometimes our mind creates a bigger picture of what there is to be fearful of, and it's nothing at all. How many times have you been fearful of doing something new or trying something different, and then you did it, and it was okay, right? It wasn't that bad. I remember my son had to get, he had a cavity. He had four cavities, and he had to get four injections before he could get the cavities removed. And I was trying my best to prepare him for this because, you know, nobody likes to go to the dentist. Nobody likes to get those injections to numb them out, to do the cavity removal. And I was trying to explain to him, it's very quick. It's not gonna be that bad. And it's a long needle and it's gonna go in your mouth and all this sort of stuff. And but you don't pay attention, just close your eyes, play your music, bring your iPod. You know, I was giving him all these ideas. So after, the dentist visit, I was like, how was it? Were you okay? And he's like, you know what, mom? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And I was like, oh, thank God, right? But out of the mouths of babes, right? They just have more confidence, I think, than we do. As we get older, something happens to our confidence and we're not so interested in trying new things. But we need to. We need to. We need to try new things, especially if the old things aren't working. Don't continuously put yourself in cycles that have you feeling sick and tired of being sick and tired. You can have better, you can do better, but it takes you. I have a friend right now who's going through a breakup. She knows this person's no good for her. She knows this person is narcissistic and he uses her and he abuses her and he makes fun of her and he says terrible things to her, but she keeps going back to him as she wants to break this cycle. So I work with her and I say to her, you could go back to him because I don't judge. There's no need to judge. I say you could go back to him, but just remember, in a few weeks we're going to be right here again, and you got to reach the day when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you reach that day, you're going to close that door for good. You really are. And I feel like somebody in here could resonate with that. I feel like there's somebody in here that is judging themselves harshly for the choices, the poor choices they're making. And I want to remind you, don't ever judge yourself. There's so many people out here already judging you. You don't need to judge yourself. Be kind to your person. Like my friend had said to me, she said, I know that I'm supposed to keep him blocked and I know I'm not supposed to talk to him, but my heart still wants him and my heart still believes in him. And this bee, she calls it a bee, right? She's like, this bee just won't learn. And I said, but you know what? Be kind to your heart. Be kind to your heart because she's been through a lot. She's been through a lot. She suffered rape and betrayals and disappointments and all the above. So if she is hopeful, don't admonish your heart for being hopeful. Train her though. Train her to be hopeful for the right things. Yeah. Yeah, it's trauma. And I think we all have to be kinder to each other about the fact that there's trauma. There's a lot of trauma, especially on streams. You see a lot of people having breakdowns. You see a lot of people in pain. Don't encourage it. Don't sit there and goad these people on. If you see somebody talking negative, I remember one time I was in a stream and this woman was going off and calling this woman a B and a B and a B. And I jumped right in the box. I said, first of all, that is my friend you're talking about. So I shall be leaving this stream after I give you a piece of my mind. Second of all, you are a queen. I don't even know who you are, but you are a queen. And that there is a queen as well. And queens don't need to be talking about fellow queens that way. We have to hold each other accountable. And when you go into these streams and when you hear this kind of stuff, okay, you might not be as vocal as me. I'm a Sag rising, right? Can you tell? You might not be as vocal as me. But what you can do is you can leave the room. Refuse to infiltrate your mind space with any negativity, even if it's negativity about other people. Refuse to participate in it. If you see somebody down in somebody else, call them out on it. Listen, go talk to that person one on one off the app. Have a grown up conversation with them. And if y'all two can't agree to disagree, then you avoid them and let them avoid you. There's so many rooms I go into where there's people there that I don't talk to anymore. You know what I do? I drop the gifts. I wish the streamer well, and I say, I'll talk to you later, and I leave. I leave because I don't need to be around energy that don't want me there, that don't respect me, that don't see my worth. And we got to stop trying to please these people or live up to their standards because there's nobody to us. At the end of the day, unless these people are paying your bills, raising your children, educating you, financing you, loving on you, what they feel and think about you is of no concern, none whatsoever. Can I get an amen? All right. Is Metaphysical in the building? Metaphysical is our featured guest for today. Y'all know once Uma gets on her little talk boxy here thing, we be going with it. All right. Please put some clapping hand emojis in the comments for Metaphysical. We have some great questions for him. I gave him the questions beforehand. I'm not sure if he saw it, but even if he didn't, Meta is great and he's going to roll right through it. Trust and believe. Please welcome my brother from another mother, Metaphysical. Thank you, Ari. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Meta, can you get in the box? Is he in the box? Because I don't see him in the box. All right, come back in, Meta. It's I think the app has been glitching just a little bit. Hi, Kitara. All right, here we go. Ooh. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It is a featured stream. You're more than welcome here. Please hit that name, hit that favorite button. I am 35 people away from 11,000 fans. That is amazing. All right, Meta, no problem. Can one of my bouncers request the box? Just let me see if the box is working. Just want to make sure. Thank you for the fave. Thank you. All right, let me see. All right, thank you, babe. All right, let's see. The box is working. Yay! Hi,
Mm.
Meta.
Hi, hi, hi. Hey, everybody.
How
Peace,
are
love,
you,
and
love?
divine blessings to each and every one of you.
I love it. I love it. I am recording this because every time you get in the box is like God himself comes here and preaches to my soul. Okay. So I am recording, supposedly for YouTube, but it's really for Uma to replay and be like, oh, Meta said that. Oh, that was so good. Oh, Meta said that. All right.
I
So
appreciate you
y'all
so
please.
much.
Yeah, there's your twin, Brooklyn King. There's your twin. How funny is this, guys? My boyfriend looks exactly like my brother. Like they're literally twins. We got to take a picture of them standing side by side.
Oh my
It's,
goodness.
so everybody's joking. They're like, "Oh, you love Meta so much. You know, you you dated him." So I have questions for you. And then Meta is gracious enough. He's going to be doing free readings for everybody with me. We're going to be going back and forth to do free readings for everybody here. Just a reminder, the top gifter of the stream gets a special reading from me at 5 p.m. I'm going to see who the top gifter in the room is. And you're going to get a special reading from Uma, a full-on psychic reading. So Meta, first, before we jump into everything, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do in real life outside of streams? Who are you?
So, peace, love, and divine blessings to each and every one of you. I am Meta. I am a just plant-based yogi from Washington D.C. I love metaphysics, and actually, right now, I am I am working towards becoming an author. My book should be coming out here in March. And my book is called Soul Hour. And what's so amazing about it is just even being here on this app. Oh, thank you for sending my favorite gift. I love the sun.
No, this gift
That's
is so
my
cute.
personal favorite gift. Um, but yeah, so just outside of streams, I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for years. So I teach, and I teach yoga. Right now, I have been teaching yoga at a temple called Temple Mother Earth. It is a temple of higher consciousness that offers yoga and many other different things like plant medicine, ayahuasca, if you've heard of things like that. So that's what I've been. That's who I am. I'm a yogi. I'm a metaphysician, and soon to be author. You know, creating and establishing business for myself, which is an amazing ride. But it's been so wonderful and so inspired um, by persistent vision that I just can't ignore anymore. So,
You
so
know what? I was putting away the affirmations and I didn't give you your affirmation and I just pulled it and it says I am thriving.
oh
I am thriving. My life is abundant. Isn't that crazy? Like how
yes.
awesome is that? So, what do
It's
you
amazing because it's the truth, right? Regardless of the condition, regardless of what things actually look like at the level of our soul, at the level of our energy, we are thriving. At the level of our soul, at the level of our energy, we are abundant. So
yeah,
these affirmations are so amazing is because they allow us to speak over ourselves because it's like even if it's something you don't believe, right? You don't believe it on the first time, you don't believe it on the second time. Guess what? On the 12th time, it becomes the truth. That's why affirmations are so powerful to rewrite our consciousness, rewrite our inner dialogue, and push ourselves forward courageously.
mm, I would
Period.
love to do a retreat with you one day where we just plan out a retreat. Ooh, child, that would be such a good retreat. We would be lifting people up to God Himself. So, how do you have a stream schedule for people who are hitting the fave on you and wanting to come check you out? Do you stream on a regular?
So yes, I'm actually really excited. So my show that I've had for about 2.5 years now is Soul Hour, which happens every Monday at 11 o'clock. And Soul Hour has taken so many different forms. It first started when I came on the app as an 80s dance hour. And then it's just become a space where we invite luminaries and people in consciousness to share everything. Everything from readings to life coaching. And actually, the show is booked up until April, which is amazing. We have phenomenal guests like Uma, who will be with us in March for Women's History. We actually even have we have we have next week, if you are into Ayurvedic medicine and conscious CBD, we have an entire company that is going to be coming next week to support a happy healing circle. So please come and check that out. Also, we are going to be turning up the heat for streaming again and holding fast to this top badge goal, as I have been working last year. The idea came to me from one of my guides about creating space for Black History Month on this app. I remember it very, very clearly. One of my close guys is Marcus Garvey. And just like I was in the shower one day and the message came in. And what's so wild is we created a passport to Blackness, which was we were able to create content on the app which supported highlighting streamers every single day over the month of February. We are also doing that again this year. So if this is something that you would like to participate in, it is open to everyone. As Black history is about everyone, it is dedicated, at the same time, to honoring the contributions of Black people. So everyone is invited because the app is available to everybody. So everyone is invited. So if it's something that you want to participate in, just let me know. But what I am proud to say for this month going into Black History Month is everything that we were so amazed that we were obedient to spirit, and we went into what we were going to do from all the planning that we did, from the opening ceremony to the closing ceremony to the competition that we did to the passport. This year, you all will see some different things on the app for Black History Month. It is shaking stuff up. And not only that, I'm very happy to have been a part of the team, to be the representative for this app, alongside the representatives for the Tag app and also Scout. One of the representatives, and come together in a meeting with Chris Casper and others, about what we would like to see for Black History Month going in this year. So it's really exciting, everything like that. And I hope that you will join in on everything and check out all of the panels and everything that's going to be happening over the month.
I love that. And I got to say, I was here last year when Meta really kicked off that whole Black History Month activities and events and everything. And it was amazing. And it's actually what has caused me to kick off my own little mini thing at the Lotus Lounge, which is every Wednesday in the featured stream. We are for the last Wednesday in January and the first Wednesday in March and all the Wednesdays in February. We are only featuring Black streamers. We're giving Black streamers a platform to share about who they are, what they're doing. And that is my way of honoring Black History Month in my own little way. So I hope you guys do come back every Wednesday from now until the first week in March, definitely, and see. I have a great lineup. Meta's kicking it off today because we're going to talk about that now. And then next week I have Mr. J, followed by Sunny, followed by Donna Cooks, followed by, after Donna, it is the beautiful Zen Barbie, who always blows my mind. And I'm trying to get somebody in for that first week in March. I was asking Pisces, but she's away for her birthday. So we'll definitely kick that off. But that leads me to my two questions I have for you. As we kick off Black History Month starting next week, what does Black History Month mean to you? That's the first question I want to ask you.
Black History Month means a whole lot of things to me. And the first thing that just kind of comes to me, especially in this year, is it's an opportunity to really reconnect with my ancestors and also people in my personal life who have transitioned, to invoke them in every part of my experience, to honor um, every single contribution, every single tear that was shed, every single any blood that was shed, every part of the conscious experience that our ancestors had here. um, that's what Black History Month really means to me, is to, and in honoring that, honoring every part of of our contributions as a whole to this world, from everything from art to movies to television to music to political, political science to to actual science to, technology. It is that Black History Month means to me is like commemorating and really importantly about celebrating, honoring, remembering, and going into all of that. I was, it was, I was, I, I'm all that question also brings me into, I was a part of a group. It was a choir, and it was a choir that was based here in Washington D.C. And I was in there a number of years ago, and I remember whenever I was in there, and this was like in the completion of the National Museum for African American History,
Oh
and
yeah.
I happened to be talking to someone. I was in a circle of people, and we were talking about how the African American Museum was almost built, and or no, it was built, and people, everybody I was standing with was wanted to get a ticket, because at that time it was hard to get a ticket and everything like that. And I remember one person being like, I'm just, I'm happy it's built and everything like that, but I just don't understand why they had to put it right there. Like, it's just, I just see the mall right there, and it just, I just love how beautiful that it looked. I love how beautiful it looked, maybe without that building right there.
Mm, wow.
And I just sat there and I looked at them and I said,
Bless them.
there'd be no monument without the history that is contained in the building that was just put in there.
It's
Nothing you
funny.
see on
It's
this
funny.
mall,
Yeah, it's
nothing
funny
you see on this mall would be here.
how people lose sight of like the important things. It's like we get so caught up in these little, and you like look at the big picture. The big picture, it's beautiful. It's it's beautiful. Like it's. But anyways, Jay, welcome in
Yeah,
everybody. Uma's
but
featured stream.
basically they said that I was just like, none of that would be here. And and where I want to switch, right? Because I had to give them a miracle. I had to give them a miracle, a
Of course you
fierce
did.
miracle, right? Because as we know from A Course in Miracles, a miracle is just a shift in our perception, right?
Amen. Amen.
Is that the National Museum for African American History does not take away from the beauty of the mall,
It adds.
it adds to it.
I love that. I love
And
that.
when you go in there, when you get a chance to go in there and you see everything from Luther Vandross's suit and the very notepad that he wrote Dance with My Father on, to seeing Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5, the original tailored costume that he had on, you see why that is so powerful. Because everything that we have done, everything that we have contributed to the world has shifted and changed and created so much dynamic culture around the world forever. So
Mm.
that's what Black History Month means to me.
All right, my last question before we get to these free readings, because they want these free readings up in here.
Yes,
My
I'll be
last
quick. I'll be quick on the next one.
yeah, you take your time. We gonna work it out. We gonna figure it
We're
out
gonna
some
work
way
it
somehow.
out.
We gonna figure it out some way somehow. Because the next one is I'm curious. I'm so curious. Remember, you're kicking off Black History Month in the Lotus Lounge, so you bringing it. You bringing it. All right. What does it mean to you to be Black in America in this day and age? Mm. Oh my
Mm.
God, the
What does
questions
it
today
mean to me to be Black
in America
in
in
America
this.
in this day and age? I just got to go with the first thing that comes to me. And the first thing that comes to me is uncrossing. That's the word. That's the first word that's come to me.
Explain. Uncrossing.
Uncrossing. In the tradition of hoodoo, right? Hoodoo is an African, it is a purely um, African American traditional form of spirituality that finds its roots in Yoruba
Ah,
and West African culture. And it was brought over here in slavery. And the practice of uncrossing, right, is because in hoodoo is a folk magic, right? So when if you do your history with hoodoo, you find that this particular magic, this particular spirituality, you can find ways to use everything. In fact, everything that's in your home, everything that's around you. And the first thing in hoodoo that you're going to find is you're going to find your mojo bag, because you have a red. A lot of times you have a red flannel cloth, and you might put some sticks and some stones and some roots and some bones in there, and that might be your protection that you're keeping on you. That might be your prosperity that you're keeping on you. That might be your money that might be on you. You might also use those sticks and those stones and those roots and those bones to destroy and destroy the bondage that you are in. Destroy. Hey, there were some powerful things that they had to do in the tradition of hoodoo to escape slave owners.
mm,
And what's so interesting about hoodoo is why that came to mind at first, uncrossing, is because uncrossing literally means in hoodoo is about breaking spells. It's about breaking curses, breaking hexes. Now, not in this. Now, as my name is metaphysical, right? I understand that in this life, right? We are the creative directors, writers, and directors of our stories. Point blank, period. And in that energy, to uncross, right, it requires a deep magic within us. It requires a powerful magic within us, right? And so being Black in America is about standing in our power and standing in our truth.
mm,
To me, that is how we uncross, right? What happens is um when we go through our timelines, we are constantly pitted with images that seek to pull us away from our power. We have to uncross that. When we're constantly pitted with images that say our families are nothing, we have to uncross that. We have music that we have music that really in like that can put us that can really drag us down sometimes, and we have to uncross that, right? To me, and what I see more and more and more and more and more nowadays, more and more and more nowadays, is that we're waking up, right? It's about each one teach one. you know, in hoodoo and all of the traditions, the spiritual traditions of the world, a lot of these traditions are oral traditions. They get passed down one by one. And so it's important for us now than ever of being Black and in America is to do the work to release ourselves from so much that has gone wrong. And how we really, really do that is by releasing all cynicism that things just can't be right. We have to we have to do the work to go into, look at the people who are running locally and research and know about them. We have to be, returning to our ancestral practices, and thinking about holistic methods for our healing. We have to be going into and you're seeing it more and more. You're seeing us going into comedic yoga and breathing practices that are innate to us. You're seeing it more and more that we are starting. I'm at a temple, Mother Earth, where we gathered together and we threw out the names. We sat over a fire and we threw out the names. We threw out we threw out Marcus Garvey. We threw out Luther Vandross. We threw out Rosa Parks. We threw out everybody, invoking them, understanding like we are here in this present, and we have to invoke this energy to continue to move forward, to continue to do the work of healing, of deep, 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 deep healing, and continue that work of deep healing. Because I will tell you, as I was just in for Martin Luther King Jr. Day just a couple of weeks ago, as I was in the African American Museum, and I was in there. I was in there. It had been a while since I'd been in there, but there was an entire exhibit that is now dedicated to Breonna Taylor.
Oh,
And
I did not even know that.
it was earth shattering to me because all the details are there. You see what happened, and you see that the same painter that did the grayscale painting for Michelle and Barack Obama also did that for her. And when you go in there, you can't help but cry, you know?
Mm.
So that's the word that popped up for me, is uncrossing, because
Uncrossing.
we're doing to work to create a generation where our children don't have to come into this, where our children don't have to lay on a sofa and wonder if they would be shot just for sleeping there. We're doing the work of uncrossing to know that if we're driving our cars, that if we got pulled over, we wouldn't be gunned down in the car. We're doing the work of uncrossing to know if we get in a bicycle and we are just exercising, that people wouldn't hunt us down and kill us. We're doing the work of uncrossing, that our necks would not be kneeled on for 7 minutes.
Mm. Oh. Mm.
So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at with it. We're doing the uncrossing, and we are breaking up and we are binding up every single spell, hex, jinx, curse, negativity, whatever it is. We are releasing all toxins, releasing all poisons, that we can really stand in our illumination.
Mm.
And that brings the consciousness up of the whole world. And with that, I am complete.
Child, you gonna make me cry on the stream. I knew you were gonna bring it. We are kicking off Black History Month. We know it starts February 1st, but Black History Month is every month in my eyes. So we're kicking it off. And what better person to kick it off with than Metaphysical? Really and truly.
I say.
I know. So put a one in the comments if you're like absolutely moved by Metaphysical right now. Put a one in the comments if you're just like completely eager to start Black History Month. We have a full lineup of amazing Black streamers that we're going to be showcasing here in the Lotus Lounge. We're very excited to like celebrate Black History Month with you and other fellow Black streamers. And if you are a streamer and you're a Black streamer, I do recommend you do something or get with Metaphysical and get on the train, because he has a whole powerhouse of events coming for February. And I hope that you guys do go ahead and participate in that, because it's well needed. You know, there's so much hurt in the world, And it's just interesting to me that we focus on the stupid stuff. And especially with streams, we see it all the time. We have grown people acting like children. We have people spying on people, recording. Like I just went through this and was talking about it with my friends today. I'm like, you can't just have any respite anywhere. You can't just be without somebody looking down you, reporting you, calling you out, this or that. Like, I think what we need to do is just mind our business. Live your own life, mind your business. Leave people to live their lives the way they want to live their lives and let it just be. So, are you ready to do some free readings for people in here today?
Yes, yes.
All right, so get your deck. I
I'm
have
here.
my deck.
I feel like I'm so meditated up because
I know.
I meditated for 20 minutes before your stream and then you let it meditate.
I know exactly because I did my meditation today too. And I'm just like, every time we get together, I'm going to actually put together a panel in February with you, with Zen Barbie, with some other people that I feel are just great speakers. And I just want to have some sort of dedication to Black History Month. Maybe we can talk about some kind of like general theme or topic or something,
Yeah,
you
that'll
know?
be beautiful.
All right, so put a one in the comments if you would like a reading. And Med and I, we're just gonna go through, we're just gonna pick people randomly and then give readings to you guys. I'm technically supposed to get off at 5, but at 5 I will announce who the top gifter is. And then they're gonna get a special reading from me and Meta. And then we always end the show with me giving Meta a reading, Meta giving me a reading. And then we're gonna go from there. Thank you, Angie. All right. So you want to go ahead and shuffle Meta? Shid, I'm drawn to you. Shid, your card is Six of Fire. This is the victory card. This is the card that says, congratulations, your rewards are on its way. You're about to be publicly recognized, or you're just gonna be acknowledged for all the work that you do and the success that you bring either to your business or your personal life. So congratulations, Shid. You got some good news coming in. All right.
This is for Mr. Perfect Sun God. I'm drawn to you.
Chi, I recorded it. It's gonna be on YouTube. So if you guys click my name and follow me on YouTube, you subscribe to me. When I upload it, you'll get the whole. He was really good. I love when Meta comes in here. He just shakes the room.
So Mr. Perfect Sun God, you may be okay. First of all, you got sevens that are popping out. So for me, I'm already feeling like there may be a situation or a situation that's on you at this now moment that may just kind of test your patience. It may test your spiritual gangster, right? The first thing that's coming on here is to stand your ground, right? Is just allow your yes to be your yes, allow your no to be your no, and it doesn't need to go any further than that. And whenever you own that, you'll be successful. So whatever situation is around you that's kind of testing your kind of inner stillness, because you're cultivating an inner stillness with you, anybody's trying to take you out of your stillness, don't let that happen. Spirituality, for real. I'm also being called to share with you right now too, is the beginning of spirituality begins with controlling this tongue. Because what's so wild about it? If we can control what we say, we can control what we eat. Now we're on a pathway. Now we're on that path of being in flow with God. When that is real loose, when that's out there and everything like that, when we allow the things that other people say, or the things we say, or the things we eat, or the things we ingest from them, no. So I'm just saying, stand in your strength, brother, and that's going to be working your favor. Okay, and I'll leave that with you.
I was drawn to, and yeah, you guys, if we're not skipping anybody, just put your ones in the comments. I was drawn to Pretty Millionaire, and you got Two of Water. This is a soulmate card. I don't know, love, if you're in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, this card indicates it's a soulmate relationship, or if you're single, it could indicate that there's a soulmate relationship on the way to you. You're a widow. Oh, don't worry, love. There is still love for you. All right, that's Spirit's way of saying it could be, it could be your person just saying to you, don't give up. Love is on its way to you. All right. All right. Who are you drawn to, Meta?
Beautiful. Okay, could somebody put a one in the comments?
You're welcome.
Oh, Savage Cook. Got you. Savage Cook. Savage Cook. I'm gonna mo go to dev no more. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. This went a little haywire. This went a little oh, whoa, what's going on? Hold a minute. What hold a minute. What's
Honey, you better hurry because we got like 5 minutes left and we got to read a
oh
lot of
shoot, I'm
people.
sorry. I'm sorry about
We
that.
ain't got all
Hey,
day today.
hey, 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 the message for you, Savage Cook, is drop all the cards and start over.
I love how you did that. I love how you did that. GT, are you in the building? GT, I was drawn to you, bro. You got the life experience card. This card says a significant life event about to happen, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings and fly. So GT, that message is for you. You're gonna have a shakeup that comes in your life. The life experience card is the tower card. So it indicates like some sort of shakeup, but it's the shakeup you need to bring you clarity, and it's going to open your eyes and it's going to lift you to a higher place. So that is the message for GT. All right, keep putting the ones in the comments. Go
Eli,
ahead.
Eli, Eli Whitney. Boom, I got you, Eli Whitley. All right, Spirit Fast. Oh wow, beautiful foundations, homes, and achievements. This card is popping out for you right here. So what as I'm tapping in the energy of this card, I feel like going into this, the energy of you going into this next month, things are going to start to feel like even more stable, even more secure for you, and everything like that. So I leave that with you.
I was going to ask you to read for Brooklyn King, but I pulled a card the same time he put one. So I have a card for Brooklyn King and I am about to pass out right now because Brooklyn King got the lover's card.
Oh,
Meta,
oh,
I'll let you give him the reading
but
of the
I'll,
lover's
I'll I'll
card.
pull a card for Brooklyn King. You got me going. You got me going quick here.
Well, no, I was just gonna tell you read this one for him. You could just read that one for him because he won't believe it if I told him. He won't believe it.
Brooklyn King, Brooklyn King.
The
Oh
lover's
wow.
card, Brooklyn King, is you are in a soulmate relationship. So
So
enjoy the relationship.
Brooklyn King. When I started shuffling for you, I didn't get well, I got cards that popped out, but my intuitive message, I started hearing that song, shining, 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 yeah. All of this money, I've been losing my mind. So I feel like you're up leveling in a level of your prosperity and everything like that. So whatever you do, I feel like the month of February is bringing some more dollar bills in for you. That's what I'm feeling like on you.
He loves that. I was drawn to D Diamond. D Diamond, I got four of fire for you. This card says contentment, peace, and abundance are on the way to you. So you're moving into a period of like a happy home life, feeling content in life. I don't know if like life has been chaotic for you recently, but you're moving into like a lot more peace, love, and light. All right. Oh, level up with the level 43. Somebody please take a picture of Brooklyn King. We're going to have to celebrate you tonight. Thank you for leveling up in my room. I appreciate it. All right, who you drawn
Oh,
to? Hi, K Rose.
level up, level up. Is that Fizzy? Fizzy. What we
All
got for
right,
ooh,
I got Sarah
boom.
next.
Wow. Fizzy. You are the thing about it is Fizzy, there's a lot of things that you have thought about, you've manifested. It's kind of like when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are, anything your heart desires comes to you. You've been planting a lot of seeds and they're coming they're really coming into fruition and everything like that. So whatever is in you, just move forward because you have a wonderful energy of material harvest that's on you. And I'll leave that with you.
Sarah, you got a very good card too. You got the Chariot. We love the Chariot because this indicates powerful moves in the career field for you, in the career sector, right? It says important achievements, self discipline, willpower, public recognition. So, girl, you also leveling up. I love the fact that I surround myself with people that are leveling up. Hello?
Mhm.
Can I get a hello? Could you do K Rose for me? That's my
Wow.
friend.
D Diamante. This is D Diamante.
Oh,
D Diamante, there is over these so I felt three. Over these next 3 months, you have the possibility of getting into a vibration of things moving faster in the way that you want them to. If things have felt a little bit stagnant on something that you've been wanting for yourself, you're about to be in the flow of it moving faster than you thought it was going to be. And I'll leave that with you, okay?
um, K Rose, you got the world. I love this. This is closing out cycles, but you're happy about it. It's like it says on there, a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude. You're on the path towards enlightenment. So this is a really important card because it says that you're closing a cycle, but you're beginning a brand new one, and it's on the up level. So congratulations, sis. You're doing the do. I love it. Nippa! Oh, I miss you, Nippa.
Nippa!
You know what? I'm gonna ask Nippa for March 1st. That's who it is.
Who did you say before? Who did you say before?
Well, I did it for her, K Rose.
Are you? I know you told me. I know you told me. Nippa. I was wilding out on there. All right. This is PR Henson. PR Henson. I got you.
All
Thank
right,
you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for PR Henson.
I'm gonna pull for Nippa next. Nippa, hit me on
Oh
IG. Are you
wow.
free March 1st?
This is PR Henson. You've got this powerful card. This is a universe card. That means that all things are working for your good. All things are in alignment to propel you into this higher state of consciousness. So move with that energy and move in flow because you got this.
All right, this is the
I'll leave that
last
with
one
you.
because Meta and I have to read each other, and then we have to do a reading for Savage. So this last one goes to Nippa. You got Eight of Fire. This is events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. It's time for your up level because many things are happening at once. So I feel this is in your career sector. Like things are just going to start moving fast. You're going to get a lot of orders. A lot of things are just going to be moving for you after a period of stillness. So
I feel
congratulations.
like this energy, I feel like so much of this energy, just so everybody understands, a lot of this energy is for the fact that Mercury's gone direct, that we just had a new moon. There's an energy of manifestation that's going on here. And I have to tell y'all, I'm on my 14th day of doing yoga every day for 2.5 hours between the times of 4 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. And I just feel all the time at those hours of the day that the energy is rising. People are like, stuff is moving for you. So that's where that energy is right now. It feels like that around 4 o'clock in the morning. That's what it's feeling like. So
I love that. Okay, so Savage, are you in the building? Are you in the building, Savage? You're gonna get a double reading from me and Meta because you are the top gifter in the stream, and then Meta and I are going to end the stream by reading for each other. And thank you guys for coming through and enjoying the featured stream. I hope you guys did appreciate it. All right, Savage, your cards from me. You have all the sevens. You have Seven of Fire, Seven of Water, and Page of Water. You have several options for love on your plate right now. I feel like there's several people around you that are interested in you, and Spirit is asking you to be very careful who you choose because this person coming in have the potential, if you choose correctly, you have the potential for a long-term relationship that could lead to something more serious. So say who you are. Don't be afraid to share who you are. Put yourself out there. Be very blatant. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. And be very mindful about who you're choosing because I do feel like there's somebody around you who has the opportunity to bring you a very good and long-term stable relationship. All right. Hi, Morella. Welcome in, everybody.
mm.
What's your reading for
So
Savage?
Savage, the card that I had popped in for you here is a conflict and defeat. And as I started to tune into your energy, I started to hear Let It Flow by Tony Braxton. And it's like, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Everything's going to work out right, you know. Also, Spirit directed me to the five at the top of this card of conflict and defeat. Five a lot of times is a number of change, right? Like a five is a lot of times in tarot is not a number that you want to see. A five, five of swords, five, anything. But what I want to tell you is that if you experience anything that just kind of shakes your world up a little bit, if you feel any of this type of conflict, if you feel any type of emotion that just kind of takes you out of your center, just let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, and keep that with you. You stay in flow no matter what's going on, and I'll leave that with you.
I love that. All right, Meta, I got your cards for you. You ready for your reading?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. You got Four of Air, Ace of Earth, Two of Earth, and Queen of Water. So this tells me that you were in a period of rest. Like the past 4 months were a period of rest. You were meditating a lot. You were connecting to the divine. They were advising you about your next steps. And now, as we start this new year, you're in the place you need to be. The place you need to be is that Queen of Water. She is nurturing. She's nurturing of herself and she's nurturing of the relationships in her life. And that is your focus this year. You are about taking care of yourself and then honoring those that you love. Because of that, the universe is going to reward you. Ace of Earth is always abundance, financial abundance, blessings, promising business ventures, important documents or contracts. The Two of Earth is about you're going to be so busy, you're going to have a lot going on. Do not neglect your self-love practices. Because basically, what I see for you this year is I see that you've been refreshed. Your soul has been refreshed. And now you're going to move into a lot of abundance coming in this year. But you have to keep the focus on the love for yourself and the love for others. And that is how your abundance is going to grow. I leave
Can
that
I
message.
share something with you real quick?
Uh-oh. What he gonna show me? Welcome in everybody. We are closing down my featured stream. We're just giving each other I might be psychic. I don't know what to tell you.
You
I might
might
be
be psychic a little bit, right? A lot of it. Hello. So the cards that I pulled for you, I drew in a card for the past, the energy that you are in right now, and the energy that's moving on for you in the future, near future, however long. What's drawing in the past, the first card that popped out here is the card of the throat chakra. So communication, especially in these past months, has been really key as you are speaking more from truth. You are in all ways dwelling in the space of sharing authentically, sharing and having a powerful, resonant throat chakra that allows people to really understand you and to be understood. I really also I really also feel like just communication in general, that you may have had a lot of communication around you, or heightened amount of communication around you.
yeah.
And so what I feel like is through it all, right, is you're just is commanding. That's a word that's kind of coming in for me too, is that you are really finding a certain command with your voice and really expressing all that is within you to express in an amazing way that is very
I was
healing
just
for
talking about this
others.
today.
And then
Yes. I was talking about this today.
the card that's presently that's coming in to me is one of the most powerful cards here, is you have awareness that's popped up in
Oh
here.
wow.
So you have, the thing about it is you're not living life. See, the thing about it is a lot of people in the world live from their sacral chakra. It's a whole different beast to be living from your crown chakra. Because when you're living from your crown chakra so what this is kind of feeling like now as the reading is going along as well too, is that you are really moving and high stepping from the space of your upper chakras. You are really pulling up energy over these past couple of months. You've been drawing up energy from the base of your spine and pulling up that energy to operate from your crown chakra, right? And the other thing is, I'm stepping inside your energy. It's funny, you remember growing up, you would see those wristbands. It's like, what would Jesus do, right? You don't really see
Yeah,
those any.
yeah.
You don't really see those anymore because people don't really want to be in that, because they would have to abandon, right? It even says there in the Bible, if you really want to be in this consciousness, you abandon everything and follow me. That's what it says in the Bible, right? But what's interesting is I feel like you're just tapping into this energy of being able to flow through your higher self, in a lot of
I appreciate
situations.
that.
And the last card that popped out for you as well is a card of deception and envy, right? You are growing in your capacity to be discerning of
I
the
love that.
people around you, and you are discerning. um Thank you. The one thing that you are learning to trust yourself more. You're learning to trust yourself in your decisions that you make with who you have allowed into your space vibrationally. And so it is still, on you to make sure that you got a lot of energy that's around you, is to continue to work from that space of being discerning, that you not run into this any people being deceitful, jealous, or envious of you, and to loose that at every corner. And I leave that with you.
I appreciate that. And it's so fitting, especially like I was just talking to someone earlier today about I have to keep speaking my truth because there's people who want to silence me. And I'm like, no, you don't get to run the narrative. Like we just saw in this stream, somebody from my past pop in and try to make it about them or make it relevant about them. And I just kept going because at the end of the day, I will not be controlled. I will not be contained. I have my truth and I have the things I have to say. Because when I talk about things in my personal life, I always think about it's going to help somebody else on here. Like there's going to be somebody listening to me and saying, wow, Uma went through that and look how she's handling it. And maybe I can go through this and I can handle it just as well. So yeah, I even though I'm getting threats, like in the chat, somebody said they're gonna get me slapped and they're sending people to my house. I'm still gonna keep talking because at the end of the day, that's how we live and we grow and we evolve is we share our stories and we let people know, don't be afraid, don't ever be afraid. Because at the end of the day, like people can't do nothing to you but yourself. You do yourself stuff, not anybody else. You know what I'm
And
saying?
also everybody remembering here, and I want to make that very important. A warrior walks with their heart in their hand because they know that they're an eternal being. They have nothing to fear
Yeah,
because they know that there is nothing to fear.
nothing
And
to
the other
fear.
thing that
And
comes
this
to
person
me,
has been
the other thing
here
that
for
comes
me
to
for
me is
about
this isn't my tradition. This isn't my tradition, as y'all will see, um is in here, right? But I will let y'all know because I don't know what it is. But my God's got hoodoo coming to me into me today because I feel like that's just it. I feel like that's in my blood. In fact, that was my entry point. Hoodoo is my entry
well,
point
listen,
to the
we gotta
divine.
make
I
it quick
know.
because
I
I'm
just want to
also
say real quick, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The Lord prepareth the table for my enemies in the presence of my enemies. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord. You cannot mess with God. When you are prayed up, that's all I'm going to say is protection all around you. It's light all around you.
amen.
And I leave
I
that with you.
appreciate
I know we
that.
got to roll. I love you.
I love you. I love you, bro. Y'all please hit fave on my bro metaphysical. I like you guys see I could get in trouble here because I could I could keep him in the box all day, every day. And
You're not
the
going to get
future
in
streams,
trouble.
like I went to the meeting last night, the meeting. But thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed